Yeah, I've done a lot of dumb things during this series. This still somehow feels like the dumbest.
Which thing?
Just hanging off a water pillar at, well, I'm only at Y22 now. It feels like I'm further down than I am. What I'm saying is I'm terrified, okay?
What is up, the world of the living? My name is ZloyXP. I'm here with Lyarrah, and I just trampled some crops.
Yes, you did.
Welcome to Topia, friends. We've been expanding the fields.
We have been expanding the fields. We have been replacing the farmers who died of starvation while we were in the Nether. And that includes me getting poor Sadie here, who's proof that I can't count. I'm
Did
sorry,
you get
Sadie.
more farmers than we have sleeping beds?
Yeah, I did, but I mean it's slightly okay because they're actually technically two villagers over right now. So, yeah, we can just go ahead and get another house as soon as possible. Granted, the other
Honestly, I say we don't get a 2 house. I say we get a 6 house,
okay.
place it in the middle of the fields, and just have them kind of commune around the area. So, like, they're just a bunch of farmers living together, working together, hating each other, but forced to endure the torture that is life. Well,
I'm
I forgot where I was going with this.
I'm perfectly fine with all that. I'm a little concerned about where some of that was going and wondering if you don't need to talk to somebody about that, but we won't worry about it right now because I'm yeah. I'm a little more concerned with the surprise that we got on stream the other day and have been hiding from the viewers who only saw the last episode.
Oh yeah, guys. This is the previous episode was real fun, but it was not our first attempt at solving the food situation. Shall we shall we show the first attempt at solving it? So, guys, meet Madison.
Yeah, this is Madison. Um, she's a chef at the moment. She lives, well, you'll note that that's the village border right there, and she's over here in a boat.
Yep, she's in involuntary exile for no other reason that we didn't have a kitchen for her,
Mm-hmm.
and also didn't want to scroll through all the cooked food deals
Well,
at the trader every day.
and more importantly than not wanting to scroll through them, the issue is that when you have a particular villager type in your village, since their products become part of the rotation from the trader, that knocks other products out of the rotation.
Yeah.
So if we had a chef that wasn't producing anything, well, the merchant was
We would
showing
have
up.
had a traveling trader coming into the village and just have all of their materials that we can sell. Materials that we can't actually sell because they're not available because our chef doesn't have a kitchen.
Yeah, which is something we didn't think of when we first got her. We found her as a level 22 chef in the wild, and it was too tempting to just go ahead and hire her
Yeah.
on the spot. But yeah, we didn't take that into consideration. But we have the tokens now. Well, we have the emeralds for the tokens rather. So it's
Yeah.
time finally for actually I'm gonna bring her in further so that I don't risk just popping her off the platform. But it's time for Madison to end her exile. Now, mind you, when I took her out there, I didn't know for sure that the merchant was going to stop registering that there was that particular kind of villager. I wasn't sure if villagers die or are removed, if they stop counting. But I can now confirm that they do. So
Yeah, and also the best part is because she was outside of the village, she was also just happened to be outside the loaded chunks.
well, more
So
than
she
that,
didn't even starve.
her AI doesn't even kick in because she's not part of a village.
Oh. So yeah, guys, if you need to mildly manipulate the traits, this is how you can do it.
Exactly. And I think that by extension, if we need to go on another nether adventure, we can
Uh-huh.
just disable the whole village.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Easier than having to feed them while they're not getting anything done.
You make the item frame, I will make the furnace and crafting table that our girl's gonna need.
Mm-hmm. And then
Um,
we're gonna make her live under the stairs.
yep. Which is
Just Harry Potter her up.
immensely silly, but also I feel like makes a lot of sense. Because it fits. It undoubtedly fits. And I think let's see. Back. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to put the.
Oh well.
That's sad. Um, this is no, this is small enough that she's gonna be whining about the overcrowding, but that's fine. Whatever. That's
Wait, do they still whine about overcrowd even if the building in question is not their house?
yes, they care about it for any building.
I never knew.
Yep. So every building that they're in can contribute to that. So she's gonna be upset by this, but that's whatever.
But
She
that
can
doesn't affect the quality of the cuisine.
exactly, which she has all kinds of stuff on her and is looking to make all kinds of things. So including that's where the rest of the pumpkins went. Well, lady, you better make some good pumpkin pie out of those.
Wow, that's a bigger inventory mess than my own.
But it's because that's
Congratulations, everybody! We found the one person with a worse inventory management.
just cut to my inventory with like vaporwave playing over it.
Okay, we got our chef, and
Hooray!
then we got actual chef. That's not just a chicken cooker.
Is that
Now what?
now I continue to contemplate life and wonder why on earth the melon farm that I made last episode isn't working. If anyone knows, please tell me. Um, and we see what the merchant's buying today because, yeah. Which, yeah, he showed up after we moved the chef back in, so he's expecting food. We should have left her outside till the merchant came. Oh well.
Yep.
Okay, so you are going to go ahead and work on another house, right?
Well, as soon as I get enough cobblestone, because houses, right?
Yeah, I
How do
mean,
they work?
I've got 31 I can toss you if that helps.
Nah, I have like two and then some stacks.
Oh well, okay.
I can manage. Don't bother.
Well, awesome, because I am heading for the nether.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, I've dumped off all my stuff and we've got nothing else to do at the moment productive except wait for enough emeralds. So as long as you're cool checking in with the merchant once in a while, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
sure.
get some magma blocks.
I care to explain why you want to get some magma blocks.
Because I figure that it's easier to kill mobs with magma blocks than it is with you know, any kind of fall damage, especially if we want to put them at a very effective height.
Yeah, that's fair. We never. I'm pretty sure we never actually explained the plan for the next mob grinder. Is that what we're trying to do?
Oh, are you talking about a different design than I'm thinking then?
I think I've been talking about an entirely different design.
Okay.
You
Well,
know what? You go grab magma blocks. It's fine. we'll decide on the design after you return, because really, right now I think we need to even figure out between ourselves which one is more efficient.
That's fair enough. And regardless, magma blocks are an incredibly effective way of killing things. And
Especially when you want to position your mob farm as low as possible,
is that
so
the
you don't have the luxury of, fall damage.
Can I just say that this view is no less impressive the second time? Like, holy crap, man. Oh, but the other nice thing with it is that I can see where the magma blocks are from here, so I can make a beeline straight for them.
Hmm.
I just need to take a second to appreciate that there is freaky magic lava here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not falling off for no good reason. I'm gonna cover it up because I don't trust it. I just had to open my mouth about the fact that there were no casts over here. Oh, and it's at like the edge of spawning distance or of like render distance, so I can't even hit it properly. This is terrified.
Just run, run.
Oh. Ah! Like I know the whole thing about ghasts can't hit a moving target, like they can't predict where to hit, but oh boy. Every time that I have to pause to go around a pigman, I'm just like, nope, 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 nope.
Rip bridge. Well, how's your trip go?
I got over 4 stacks.
Yeah, and it never even blew up half my bridge to that place.
Not like half of it, but I mean, that's your fault for making it out of something, that melts.
Look, everything melts when it's blown up by gusts. All right. Actually, cobblestone doesn't. It's very blast resistant. Anyway, um, I wanted to clarify exactly what I meant. So the mob farm I was referring to is basically this. It has dispensers with water and not dispensers with water, and then dispensers with water, and then not dispensers with water. And every time there's a dispenser with water, there's this thing, so like a platform, right?
Mhm.
So when you update the highest one, I can actually not reach.
Yeah. No. Yeah, so on these ones, when the top one goes off, then it dispenses water, which updates the observer below it.
Yes.
And which was somehow with the arrangement you have just sent a water bucket launching at me. But
Because some moron made a dropper instead of this. Chances are.
gotcha. Yeah, and then also you've got the observers, from my knowledge at least, facing the wrong way. But
No. It's actually very important that it faces this way because reasons. Because basically, like, if you face the observers the other way around, then they will be reading off of the water instead of off of the dispensers. And water has several block states. So as it spreads, it will update. And so it's gonna be just an entire mess. Trust me, I've built this on the side of vanilla. I hit that exact mistake. And everything was terrible and painful, and I regret ever building that thing.
the only time I built one is since 1.13, and I think that the difference is that with the observers pointing the other way, they were detecting waterlogged blocks. So the only
maybe.
states were waterlogged versus not. So it makes
probably.
sense that it's the other way around. So I'm glad that you demonstrated. Despite the fact that I originally had said about putting it in or under the cloud, I'm kind of wanting to put it over where you put your mob farm before. And the reason for that is because we saw slime spawn over there. So
I don't know. Do you think it's a good idea to use slimes for this particular design of a mob farm?
I don't think it's worth it to in the sense of like us needing to have slime for it. I'm just saying it'd be kind of nice to have those available to us.
Yeah, generally a good idea. I
That's as
mean,
long as we're killing other mobs anyway, you know?
yeah, pretty much. So let's get that tried out. By which I mean that's gonna be your job. I'm sorry, I'm terrible for some. And I'm gonna go try and build the whatchamacallit, the house for
The
the
house.
farmers.
Yep.
The walking commune of them.
Go for it.
The yeah, something like that.
I'm
I
gonna
don't think I still have enough materials for this. Oh
you're
well.
fine.
Oh
I'm gonna
well.
wait till morning to do this though, because yeah, otherwise there's gonna be mobs down there on the unlit flat surfaces. So I've been over here tearing down your old one, because I mean it didn't work anyway. I was gonna use the space. And
Well,
my
you don't
axe.
have to explain to me why you were removing that embarrassment of a thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just going through like my full thought process of things here, because like
Hmm.
I my axe broke and I'm standing here just like, you know what?
What?
Things aren't going to be just spawning over here unless we deliberately come over here.
Wow. That's a conclusion that you've come to.
Yeah, which is a conclusion that also means that screw it. I'm gonna have called that this was a mission to reclaim resources, and I'm just gonna go do this underneath the cloud after all.
That's right, kids. That's the lesson we learned today.
The lesson we
So
learned today is if I care that
you
much
mess
about
up,
slime, I'll.
pretend that
Hmm?
you mess up, pretend that that was the plan all along. Consistent with our mantra of if at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence of you trying. Do you feel that the new mob grinder should be built in place of the first original one?
um,
You know, the monument to snowman death.
I mean, we want this one to be as low as possible.
I mean,
So
yeah,
yeah,
true that.
so I feel like it's not a good idea to just replace that one. Like that one we can like light up or otherwise disable and then ultimately destroy if we want to. I'm fine with
You know
that.
what? Just build one around where we're building right now. So like somewhere into the direction in which I will be eventually expanding the cloud. So like behind the general scenes of the village.
Yeah, that's fine.
And eventually I'll just build a cloud around it,
That's
providing spiders with plenty of space to crawl and escape their dream.
okay, so I put everything of value into a chest. I've got a couple more planks here. I am at life 5. And it's time to play Don't Fall Out of the Water. Uh, is there even a way to not fall out of the water for the last one? I don't think so. So, yeah, we're just dealing with it. That's... Yep. Bye.
And there she goes.
I needed. I was low on food anyway, so it's all good.
Yo, Lee!
What?
Come over, check out the torture basement!
The what?
The torture basement. It's a basement in which I torture people. Doesn't have a roof yet. Actually, don't have anything yet, but you know, basement
The
has stuff in it.
the irony is, I think that this is our single like highest build other than the mob farm.
Well, highest is one thing, like most spacious, not quite that.
Nah.
Yeah, the reason I wanted you to check it out is first and foremost, 3 blocks tall, right? That should be enough for them.
Yeah, 3 blocks tall. And then we need it to be at least 72 blocks on the inside if we want it to be enough space to not make anybody grumpy.
That's for 6 or for
For
4?
6.
Because I'm okay with doing this as a 4er if that means that we do it faster Because every night, as we as I'm not finishing this build,
Mhm.
people are kind of, you know.
We can make it a 4. It's
Yeah.
honestly not any more cost effective to do any of the different ones. They're all about the same price per bed. Um,
Oh.
like within like I think it's only 1 emerald cheaper at the 6 than it is to buy 3 twos. You know.
Uh-huh.
So
So
this would be plenty big for a 4 for sure. So if we want to just get a 4 token, then yeah,
yeah, it's just like the 4 token. It's gonna be faster.
yeah.
We'll get it faster, and that's kind of.
Well,
It doesn't matter, but at the same time, it does.
I mean not.
Which is awfully brave words for like awfully big words about wanting to keep our villagers happy from someone who literally just built a torture basement.
Yeah, and also from
Look,
somebody who didn't light up the top of this.
look, I'm just going to go grab some torches.
Okay.
I'm literally was going to. Hi, medicine. Yeah.
we
Awkward.
we have a room ready for you soon, Madison.
Yeah, you can come here and sleep on the floor.
Oh, the torchless basement.
Yep. But here's the thing. I
Mhm.
kind of got at the same time carried away and not carried away whatsoever, because I keep building these slums, even though I have no bloody idea what I'm building them for.
Gotcha. Oh, I'll come
And
take
yes,
a
of
tour.
course, the chairs are looking towards the wall. It's yeah, really, it's just my thing now. The second story that I added is actually just entirely a safety hazard, and considering that we're up in the sky, winds are gonna be just absolutely terrifying. But one thing I was thinking about while I was building is that Lyarrah, seriously, what's what?
I wanted to come take a look. I put all my stuff
Oh,
in chest.
right.
I was downstairs still.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright. How'd you like it? I mean, I'll
um,
be adding a roof to it,
yeah.
but till then, this is what we're working with. Will the second story even be recognized as a house, a
Um,
home?
yeah, it actually will. You may want to make this last bit. There's still more for our convenience, I think, but yeah, this will be
Yeah.
recognized as one as well. And I still have my light thing on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. I'm guessing that's 8 by 8, so that's big enough for 5 villagers to be happy in here. Eh,
Alright.
but no, this
I mean, I
is
was never aiming at full on 6 with this project.
yeah, no, exactly. And we talked about earlier the fact that unfortunately this is not. I know you already told me the chairs were there, but it's still it gets me every time. Like give them.
Just wait till we actually activate this thing and people just start sit just in the middle of the night, just yep, sure is a wall.
Yep.
Riveting stuff. Anyway, we don't actually have like enough people to even push in there, do we?
Well, no, we've got 2 that could use some sleep, so let's go ahead and get that 4 token.
Alright. And again, we have like how many huts by now? Uh,
A lot.
1, 5, 6, 8, 10. 10 children is how many children we can afford.
Well, afford is the wrong word in this case, I would say, because I think that we can afford like negative children around here.
We can afford 2 children. We can spawn in 2
Yeah.
children, instantly make them farmers, and they will provide for themselves. Judging by the amount of non-harvested carrots that I can see around.
Yeah, that's probably fair, because we did expand the fields by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have some sticks?
I have 15 sticks. Why do you need sticks?
I need to make the item frame.
Oh yeah, item from all. That's
Yeah.
almost twice the amount of stick you need.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Did you make beds yet, by any chance?
Of course not.
Okay.
Do you know me at all?
I do. So I don't know why I bothered asking, but you know.
Exactly.
She'll at least
Oh, by the
come.
way, this back room here,
Uh-huh.
also a bedroom. I think it's a tour.
Yeah, you can fit 2
Kind
in
of,
here.
chilly in here, but
Eh.
that one's entirely like visually and actually, it's entirely submerged into this pile of snow. Which,
Oh.
in technically, it's a pile of cloud, but why split hairs?
Little bit. Yeah. Well, it's the dream room. It's the fluffy dream room.
Uh huh. Right next to the room of torture.
And then upstairs we have the lovely balcony.
Mm-hmm. In
Uh,
which also a lot of people gonna live.
yep.
I'm a great landlord. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so we got no nomads, and we got a merchant who had, well, the closest thing we could have sold would have been wool or birch, and neither one do we quite have enough. We are 12 shy on the wool right now. And 10 shy on the birch, which is just not going to happen before the merchant leaves, I think. So, yeah, regardless, no nomads. So, time to pop some children. To put down some children. Oh, that's right, they're downstairs.
Yeah.
Question: do we want to go for Grimm's offspring since we have so many of them?
I don't care, honestly. Just spawn some kids. It's fine.
Oh.
And also another thought. Do you have enough, like, whatchamacallit, enough emeralds to spawn a second bedroom?
Yeah.
Let's grab another bedroom and let's spawn like 4 children instead of 2 at the same time.
Okay, we can do that.
Just because that way we will have more children growing up at once. We won't have to wait as much.
Yeah, but then we gotta be able to afford the tokens for all of them at the same time, too.
Well, we don't gotta.
But
We
if
can probably let them, and plus, let them just kind of not do stuff and be freeloaders. In the meantime, while they're growing up, we will have to support them anyway. We can
Yeah.
probably save up while they're growing up for their tokens. What'd you say?
I'd say that trying to get 4 tokens within the 4 days it takes for them to grow up seems a little bit ambitious, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah. And I'm not saying we have to even get them. I'm pretty sure this village can right now afford some kids.
Yeah. No,
And 4 people who aren't doing anything. Because let's face it, we're only starving whenever the what's his face? Druids are functioning.
Yeah, which we turned them back off because we stole so much stone from the mine.
Yeah.
So, all right. So here's what I'm gonna do here. All right. I am going to. I'm going to go ahead and real quickly remove this token. Put down the 2. We are going to make the other 2 go ahead and recognize those beds as being theirs. It'll take a few seconds, but they should. Yeah, there they go. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and re-put this one.
Okay.
And spawn all 4 of the Grimm children. Because why not?
So these are all children of the one guy called Grimm, who for some reason is so happy that he keeps popping out kids.
Yeah. The real irony of the thing is I noticed that we also have a pile of 3, and I realized it's from the other druid. So I feel like the thing is that while the druids go through all the food and everything when they're doing their job,
they pile up happiness.
They pile up happiness because they're just eating all day long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I mean, that works out. I eat all the time, and I'm just so jolly. Except when I'm depressed about how much weight I put on. Anyway.
So now we've got the children just sitting in here staring at the wall. So they're gonna live in the torture basement.
Yes. I'm sorry sorry, but that's so perfect. I promise you, I'm not an actual terrible like children torturer person in real life. But this is hilarious, and also this is a video game, so I get to do this type of stuff.
Yeah, no, it is pretty funny.
Look at them idiots.
So I have made a dumb but understandable mistake.
Do tell.
I forgot about the whole magma blocks retain the light level that they get thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got the problem of the magma blocks down here that have a torch near them, or at least did have a torch near them, are high enough level light that they would be causing stuff to not be able to spawn on the platform above them.
Oh, this is great.
Well, fortunately, I only had gotten through, like, not even a full quarter of the magma blocks when I realized that. So I'm just building a platform underneath it real quick to, I'd had, like, a framework down here, and I'm just putting a platform so that I can harvest these again and put them back down after we've got a lid on the whole shebang.
Yeah, sounds right. I mean, you're gonna remove them anyway if you want to drop the railway underneath them.
I was thinking of putting the railway on top of them, but the way that I did it regardless, I've got enough room to walk around underneath them at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that you got that figured out.
Yes. Now to actually take care of it.
Something about sitting on a chair staring into a wall has broken the Dream Dynasty.
Why?
Because two of them are just standing on top of a bed, not doing anything, period. And the other one is staring at them. Yeah, that.
Weird.
Child running into a bed is not doing anything either. Are you okay? Do you... What has the wall told you? What secret has the static whispered?
Can't quite do the X-Files theme right.
Yeah,
but...
I did recognize it actually, so I was utterly confused. Because I at the same time recognized it and didn't recognize it.
I tried, man. I tried. Okay, so we have accepted our fate in that 99% of the clocks of any form that both aren't 20 gazillion blocks wide and don't cause observers to double click on you need sticky pistons. So we are going to call it for this episode in a moment here and then wait around and hunt slime.
Yeah, here's the thing. We got a flushing mechanism in.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the killing chamber because that has installed after the flush mechanism.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
we don't have a clock because we need a clock, but the clock needs slime balls, but the slimes refuse to spawn. And we've been sitting here for like an hour waiting for them to spawn. And frankly, we are done waiting for the slimes.
And I
more young slime chunks were a mistake.
Yeah, I even like checked to make sure that that's actually a slime chunk, that I was correct, and then yes, it is. Like I checked on chunk base, but they just it's such a small chance of them spawning. We're gonna have to expand the platform over there probably, or just find a different spot. Like hopefully I built this inside one without realizing it. Who knows? Point being that we have this thing working, kind of.
Ow. Yep.
Yeah.
Seems to be walking.
Yep. So, and gotta re-torch
Don't
this sucker
switch
up.
it off because now it doesn't have any torches.
Oh, I switched it off, but I'm just gonna retorch it real quick.
All right. I
Um,
was kind of hoping that it will like drop me into the void, so I get to show.
you chose the one direction that didn't have any void.
I didn't choose any directions. You gave me no indication. I was gonna do a whole spiel about me pretending to be like a random zombie that spawned. I wanted even to have like a piece of rotten flesh in me, but I fell into the void with that rotten flesh before. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Whee!
And there you go. Which, yeah,
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and drop off my redstone because I refuse to risk any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And Medicine Ghost Scream is still up here, still not sleeping in the night.
well,
I'm starting to believe we have like one bed low.
I don't think so, because is she having the thing appear above her head? Let me go take a look real quick.
She doesn't, but she is. Yeah, she's here.
Nope, their beds are just unoccupied.
All of them.
Yeah, both the gals that are hanging around outside, their beds are just unoccupied. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and make sure we remove and replace the token at some point.
Yeah, kind of trick them into reconsidering what is in it. Speaking
Yep.
of, house.
Yeah,
Check it out. There now.
the house looks great.
Thank you.
It's got a roof now too. The kids
Yeah.
the kids grew up, but we'll worry about them next time.
Yeah, this is like what? 4 times the farmer's token, which is a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Emeralds. And we need to buy them at once because that way the price doesn't rise.
Yeah, ideally.
A whole lot of waiting around. First and foremost, of course, waiting around for people to create materials that we can trade for emeralds. And of course, on top of that, we need to wait for the actual slimes to spawn around here. Thankfully, slimes don't differentiate between like having and not having light levels, so at the very least we don't have to unlight a bunch of stuff
Exactly.
and have to deal with creepers.
Exactly. It should be fairly simple. It's just a waiting game. So
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and take care of it, and you know, maybe get it, but maybe have the most riveting waiting stream ever. Who knows?
I'm just gonna like hook yourself up to some sort of block in the sky and just AFK the entire time, staring at the villagers.
Yeah.
So really, are they sustainable? Is the question.
At this stage, yeah, they are producing food like crazy.
Okay, that at the very least is great.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. One thing that will help them that I'll do right now before I forget is get some gold smelted down for them, so that they can use it to make some golden carrots.
Okay.
So that'll help out. But overall, though, they shouldn't need much, if any, of our help at this stage.
Well, that's a relief after what, 3 or 4 episodes of just trying to make them not starve.
Yeah, and failing like 3 times.
Miserably.
Exactly.
Well then, that's honestly everything we planned for this video, more or less done. Overdone even, because children have grown up.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be us if we didn't overdo it, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh look! Somebody's finally going back to bed!
Is she really?
Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
removed and placed her bed in a different spot, so she might have realized that. Honey, Durs, yes. good job.
I've been that tired before.
How do I do? Anyway, yeah. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been ZloyXP, this has been Lyarrah, and this has been Topia, which is a TekTopia in the sky. Check out the map and the mod download links in the descriptions down below.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.